Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Or is that as the world turns? Oh well. Hey, Anthropos here with another exciting episode of You Don't Know. You don't know, huh? So don't act like you do. Because then something bad, like coronavirus, might happen to you. And I'm talking to you. Oh! Woo! It's been an event-filled summer here with the COVID-19 pandemic. Right? Got a lot to smile about. Yeah, right. It's been a minute since y'all have heard from me, and I wanted to reach out to all of my viewers and let you know everything's going good with me, or going okay, should I say. Okay is just about it. You may be wondering why you hadn't heard from me in a while, and let me tell you, this COVID-19 thing, I've been taking it hard. No, I haven't been infected, or if I am, I'm asymptomatic, and I don't think I'm that either. But I have lost over $100,000 so far, and I've also lost my income, and so yeah, it's been a bitch. It's been really, really tough, having to rethink a lot of things, and it's just been tough. Recently, I was in Mexico, taking care of some different business, and I did a little spot for the Bases News for Miles Johnston, and I've also got some other footage that I want to share with y'all. I report on the things that I know about, the things that have affected me personally, or things that I can go out and report on personally. And one of these things is, and I'm no expert, but this is 5G and the radiation poisoning that we know that we're all getting. We don't, there's experts that can tell us how bad this stuff really is, and I'm not one of these experts. But a lot of this cellular tower radiation is coming from cellular towers and other sources. And so I'm going to break down for you. First of all, I've gone out in the field and I'm going to show you what a Gwen tower looks like. Gwen, Gwen. You may have heard of these. This is kind of an older style tower, not as in use as much anymore these days, or so you'd think. Now, the one that I went and visited looked like it was derelict, but we have no reason at all to believe that it wasn't fully functioning. All right. I'm going to go through the list of several different types of towers that you can look for, as well as covert tower installations. These are ones that are disguised, so a church bell tower or something like this, so that they can quote unquote fit in better with our environment, or to actually be hidden, maybe, right? If it's true that mind control waves are coming from these towers and from these radio transceivers. Now, it just so happens I am somewhat of an expert in the transmission of megapixel video imagery, due to the fact that I, a couple of years ago, in some ways still am known as the security camera guy of Austin, Texas. I used to be in the security industry, namely security camera installation, and I am in fact an expert in that, and many of these installations included a wireless aspect. And so I know a little bit about radio transceivers and sending and receiving radio transmission and or microwave radiation, whatever you want to call it, depending on the band of the spectrum that these rays are in. So anyway, I'm going to show you a few of my findings out in the field. These are just good things to know. And also you're going to see me using a tri-field meter, which measures electric radiation, electromagnetic radiation, and also microwave transmissions, as well as sound in a certain spectrum. And so this tri-field meter can tell you how hot you are, you know, at a certain distance from the tower and everything like this. It cannot tell you if it's sending you mind control or voice of God or anything like that. And let me tell you, folks, I have looked into this, and it's absolutely true. I can't really break down the science for you right here and right now, but there is a book by Tim Refat, charming gentleman from the UK, called Remote Viewing. And the title's a little bit longer than that, but he really breaks down how many billions of dollars have been spent by Russia, by the United States, and by China for decades in the area of mind control, and especially electronic means of mind control. Now, we hear a lot about this in the recent phenomenon of the TI, the targeted individual. And this is someone who is being gang stalked. There's people ganging up on this person to break down their willpower, to make them think they're going crazy, etc., etc. And there is a big component to the modern day TI phenomenon, which is electronic in nature. Is someone here? Which is electronic harassment. And these are instances where the targeted individual is being irradiated with maybe voice of God technology or other types of technology, wherein their very brainwaves are altered. They're set into different altered states, so to speak. Not only that, they've got the voice of God technology, where this is not science fiction. This is where there's, by a certain technology, microwave rays are sent at you, and your head acts as a resonant cavity, therefore amplifying the sound within your own skull where only you can hear it. You know, this is not mind control waves or anything like this. This is sophisticated audio trickery, and this is proven. This is a known thing. And other forms of electronic harassment that are more sophisticated, that can do all kinds of stuff, like make you feel pain in your body, just all kinds of nasty stuff. You heard me speaking about a tri-field meter. I don't know if you can see that. That is a tri-field meter, and this is a laboratory instrument, actually, to be used in the field. And you can see it's getting a reading right now. I've got it on the standard magnetic readings, and we're getting right now, it looks like about a point, fluctuating between a 0.3 and a 0.7 milligauss, which is not that great. Of course, it's not really aimed at, for instance, this laptop, but now it is, and we got up to like about 1.4 there. And let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and put it on a weighted. Let's see. On the electric fields, we're not really detecting any electric fields right now. On the weighted magnetic fields, we're, it's responding with about between a 1.1 and a 0.8, maybe 0.5 milligauss. And then we can come over here to the radio frequency, which is the same as, this is where you'd be getting your microwave transmissions readings. And, the readings aren't very high on that. So, we're not being inundated with too much 5G, too much, 5G radiation, thankfully. Yeah, so targeted individuals, TIs, gang stalking, 5G, they're all interrelated, and this all has it's an invisible attack on the human being. When we were in Mexico, just going in, there's just 5G stuff all over the place. I could go into a next room. Of course, we got the I don't know if you can see that there, the iPhone 11 Pro Max. This is obviously a $1,300 phone, right? Yeah, it's 5G, right? Okay, and also the modem, wireless modem that's here in this house is 5G. So, I'm willingly, radiating myself with 5G waves, albeit not very strong. What's more of a concern is these waves that are coming from towers, and then also possibly from our smart meters, and that white van that's parked down the street. Are they still? Oh, no, just kidding about that. Anyway, you never know, right? Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at. Some of the technology, some of the terms that you really should be come familiarized with as we march forward into this post, or including the COVID-19 pandemic that we're experiencing right now.